Let's begin our yoga practice today. And just finding a chair here. And sitting, we're going to sit back in our chair to start with. Good. So on full moons, it's nice to, again, be aware of the energy. So we're going to do a breathing technique to help us just breathe in this great energy that's around us starting today. Our full moon starts today here in Denver at 12:35, I think. So right after class. Yeah. So again, full moons, it's a good time to slow down, relax, reflect, right? And just refresh. Yes, good. All right. So let's start with closing our eyes and arriving in our space. Good. And so just noticing, we're going to come to the class and start with awareness. Like, how is your body feeling today? How do you feel today? You might be aware that your mind is in all different places. Like, it's sometimes on full moon energy, it's hard to like concentrate on any one thing. So that's why mindfully we want to slow it down. So let's take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, just let go. Relax the body. Again, take a nice big breath in. And breathe out. Feel the body relaxing as you breathe out. Another breath in through the nose. And let it go. Relax the body now. We're going to flip our palms up on our lap. Keep your eyes closed if you like. Yeah. And we're just going to, on the left hand, we're going to just touch our thumb and our pointer finger, the tip of the pointer finger and thumb into chin mudra. And then with our right hand, we're going to take our peace fingers and just bring them up to between the eyebrows. Just touch the tips of your first two fingers between your eyebrows. Relax your right shoulder. Good. And now, as we breathe in, we're going to just gently touch the right nostril and breathe in through the left nostril. All the way. And then touch the left nostril and breathe out the right. We're going to circle breathe. And then we're going to touch the right and breathe in through the left. Touch the left and breathe out the right. So making a circle with your breath. Continue at your own pace. Slowly, fully breathing in, even pausing at the top. And slowly, when you're ready, breathing out and pausing at the bottom. Making a circle. And if ever having your hand on your face when we're doing this nostril breathing, you can keep your right hand on your lap and just imagine the breath going in through the left and out through the right. Notice if you're struggling anywhere, relax your left hand, even though it's in a mudra. Notice if you're struggling with your breath, just slow it down. Just noticing that breath as it circles clockwise. Notice the inhale brings expansion. And notice the exhale invites relaxation. Let's do 2 more slow rounds at your own pace. Next time that you breathe out the right nostril, just relax the breath. Allow the right hand to float down onto your lap, the top of your hand. Relax your left hand out of the chin mudra. Keep your eyes closed here and just notice the effects of the breath. Little smile on the face. Sometimes you may notice that your natural breath is slower and deeper. You feel a little more calm. Maybe you feel a little more energized. It's no judgment. Just is. And when you feel ready, you can gently blink the eyes open. Yeah, good. All right, we're going to relax your arms down alongside your body here. Good, and on an inhale breath, let's just start to relax the shoulders as you float your arms up, out to the side. Just nice and relaxed are the arms. Just bring them up into a Y here. And see if you can relax your back onto the back of your chair. Good. Spread your fingers wide. Maybe lift your chin up slightly and gently reach your arms. Just let your arms gently fall back a little bit. This is so nice for you to do regularly, daily if you can. I feel like an epidemic of kytosis, which is the rounding of the upper back happening in our society. And this just opens your heart, opens your lungs, uplifts your spirit, and stretches that upper back in line with the spine. And then on an inhale breath, lift the body up off the back of your chair. Another option you can do is we're going to slowly bend the elbows and bring your hands to the back of your head, interlacing your fingers behind your head. And your thumbs just can rest down alongside your neck. Yeah. So this is another thing, if having this Y is uncomfortable for you, it's another way to do that, prevention of that rounding of the upper back. And then stretch your elbows back and let's keep our gaze forward here. Good. And then let's look over to the right with our eyeballs. And let's look over to the left. Let's just move our eyeballs, sliding your eyeballs slowly right to left. Good for not only our eyes, but our vagus nerve, helping it to wake up and do its work. And relax, good. And now slowly releasing the hands down onto your lap. Good. And roll out your shoulders. Yeah. Okay. But just observe this week as you walk around and you watch people, if you walk in the park or wherever you go, and see if you see a lot of this hunching forward. Yeah. And again, whenever you're waiting, just notice, like sitting at home or wherever, and just notice if you can every now and then try to become aware of, am I hunched forward a little bit? And can I, reach my shoulders back? Yeah. And even doing that a couple times a day. My daughter does this several times a day, just naturally, right? And she has a nice straight spine. She's not rounded forward. Yeah, good. Okay, so we're gonna slowly scoot ourselves up to the front of our chair now. Good, and we're gonna bring our legs out as wide as is comfortable, having the knees right above the heels. Find a gentle, tall spine, so lift the collarbones up. Good, take a breath in. And as you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Good. Feel that nice stretch behind you. Reach the shoulders back as your head drops down. Don't let the shoulders come forward. Good. And then let's just, on an inhale breath, roll the head over to the right and up and over to the other side and forward. And feel free to allow yourself to close your eyes here so that you can become aware of your neck on this morning or day. If you're doing this at the end of the day on the recording. Good. And the next time that you come forward, pause, and reverse. Just take your head and rotate it the opposite direction now. Just making circles. Imagine your top of the head is tracing that beautiful full moon. Yeah, it's not cloudy out tonight. See if you can remind yourself to go outside and just take a bath in the full moon for a few minutes. And next time the head comes forward, pause and slowly lift the head back up. Good. And wiggle it out. Good. All right, a little bit more for our vagus nerve. So we're going to take a nice breath in, find your tall spine. And as you exhale, you're going to drop your head over to the right. If it's available to you, take your right hand and just lay it gently on top of your head. Good. And then roll your eyes up to the upper left corner of the room, opposite direction that your head is tilted. And then maybe the left hand can relax down, let it just either hang, or maybe you can reach your fingers gently, those left fingers towards the floor, engaging that left arm a little bit. And maybe you can float your left arm away from your body and breathe. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. So you're opening up neck, shoulders. Take us. Keep looking, looking, looking up to that left upper corner of the room. Good. You can even see that you can catch the gaze of the left side of or the right side of your nostril there. And then relax your eyes, relax your left hand, bring it back slowly onto your thighs. Float your right hand off your head, bring the right palm to the right side of your head and help to just gently lift that head back up and relax. Good. You can wiggle out your shoulders, take out any tension. Let's do the other side. So take a breath in, find your tall spine. As you exhale, drop your head over to the other side now, the left. Good. All these things are so good for us. We're taking care of our body. Yes, taking the time to take care of ourselves. Good. All right. And then again, left hand now can just land on top of your head. We're not pulling the head down. We're just letting the hand lightly land there. Roll the eyes up to the upper right corner of the room now. And then the right arm can relax down if that feels okay. You can stretch your right fingers gently towards the floor and maybe float your right arm out about 12 inches away from your chair. So you're looking, looking, looking to that upper right corner and breathing. Good. And noticing if this is too much, modify. Yes, relax the arm or whatever you need to do. Good. One more breath here. Good. And then relax the gaze, relax that right arm, bring it back onto the thigh. And then take that left hand off the top of your head, bring it to the side of your head and help to lift your head back up. Good. And roll it out. Good. And shake it out. Roll it out. Shake your head nice and gently. Just feeling a little bit more loose, hopefully. Yeah. Good. I'm going to do one more thing. Oh, I forgot to add another thing that we'll address today is a little bit of a face lift, a little bit of a chin lift. Good. Yeah, so we're going to lift our chin up slightly. Good. Our lips will stay closed, but have a nice little smile on your face. And now bring your left hand to right underneath your chin, and your right hand, just lay it on your collarbone, right onto that upper chest. Good. And now while you're smiling, just lift your chin up slightly with that left hand and draw the collarbones down with your right hand here. Getting a little resistance here. And smiling and stretching and breathing through the nose. Don't stop breathing. And you'll start to feel all those muscles in your cheeks and your chin start to have to work. Yes. Keep smiling. You can come out at any time We're gonna do a couple more breaths here. Smile bigger. And then just relax the head, just let it float back down. Good, you can keep your smile on your face. Yeah. So we have about 20 to 23 muscles just in our face. And how often do we work out our face, right? And then gravity's not our friend. And so as we get older, and that's, we start to sag here and sag here. So this is just also doing a little facelift for our face. All right, we're gonna bring our toes in and our heels in and our toes in and our heels in, and just coming to a feet hip distance apart. Good. Getting these big hamstrings stretched, really helpful for our stability, right? To keep us up. So we're gonna start with just extending your right heel forward. So you may find that maybe the chair digs into your back thigh, and so just do a little wiggling around on your chair to just feel your sit bones on the chair. Yeah, make it comfortable. Good. And now lift your heart. Good. And just lifting the chest and lifting the chin starts a stretch in that hamstring. We're going to keep our spine straight, no rounding of the back. You're going to press your belly button forward as you're hinging a little forward with your hips. So you may feel, just even a little bit, you start to feel a nice stretch in your hamstrings, maybe your calves, right? Maybe your low back even. But just go to where you feel a stretch, but you're not uncomfortable. And then press into your left foot, float your body straight back up. Good. And again, hinge forward, leading with your belly button. Just come to a little further, maybe not, and then come back up. Good. And one more time, hinge forward, come as far as you can. Good. There's a little soft bend in the knee. Make sure that the knee's not dropping down. And you can look down towards the floor with your gaze now, and just find your breath. See if you can relax and melt the body forward as you're stretching that hamstring. Don't round the back. Yeah, especially at our age, we want to keep, if you're a little bit older, you want to keep that straight spine for spine health. Good. And then now pressing down into that left foot, slowly bring your body. You can press down into your hands as well to float your body back up. Good. Such a nice work for this hamstring. Take your right hand underneath your knee and help to rebend it. Yeah, you don't strain anything. We're going to extend the left foot now. And again, it's so important to not drop that knee down. You're hyperextending the back of the knee. You want a soft bend here. Good. And again, now feel your stretch. And now simply lift your chest and your chin. And notice if you feel a little bit more of a stretch on that hamstring. Yeah, good. And now we'll do our little hinges here. Again, lead with your belly coming forward so you're not rounding your back. So press your belly forward as the body naturally leans forward. Come as far as is comfortable on this leg. Yeah. And then press into your right foot to come back up. Good. And then again, lead with your belly as you exhale. Maybe you come a little further forward. Again, no discomfort, no sharp pain, just stretch. Good. And then press into that foot, come back up. And one more time, we're gonna hinge forward, press that belly forward, that chest, lead with the chest. Good. And now if you'd like, you can relax your gaze towards the floor and find your breath. And just allow with each exhale breath, just allow the body, that hamstring to relax and the body float down a little bit more. Yeah. Good, good, good. All right. And on now an inhale breath, press down into that right foot. Maybe press into your hands a little bit. Slowly float the body back up. Take your left hand on back of the knee and help to rebend the knee. Good. And wiggle out the legs. Good. All right. And now we're going to just do a little moon salutation before we stand up. Yeah. So relax the arms down alongside the body. We're going to turn our palms out. As you press into your feet, slowly float the arms out and up. Once up, interlace your hands. Bring your pointer fingers up and see if you can stretch your arms up. So this is one option. This is another option for your arms, wherever they're comfortable. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, lean over to the left. Just a little bit, stretching long. Inhale up, and exhale, lean over to the right. And inhale up, and as you exhale now, bring your hands into cactus as you draw your right knee out to the side, if that's comfortable. Yeah, good. So coming into seated goddess pose. Good. Take a breath in here and exhale it out. If it's comfortable for you, on an inhale breath, you're going to extend that right leg, heel onto the floor, and reach your arms up. Yes, into triangle. If extending your leg is not comfortable, you can keep the knee bent. Good. Tuck your belly in for triangle pose. Take a breath in, and on an exhale breath, just allow that right arm to drop towards the floor on an angle and reach the left arm up. Good. And again, you can have that knee bent. Good. And now on an inhale breath, bring the right arm back up. And as you exhale, slide that heel back, come back into your goddess pose. Arms in cactus. Good. Now we're going to turn this right hand, palm back, lay your hand or your wrist onto this right thigh, and stretch your left arm up for a side angle pose. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, reach up and lean over, stretching long on this left side. And good. And then inhale, slowly come back up. And exhale one more time. Find your cactus pose with the chest lifted. Good. And now on an inhale breath, let's bring the right leg and hands back together and float them to your heart. Good. And relax your arms down and roll out your shoulders. Good. And roll them forward. It's this nice little beautiful dance. Good. Now we're going to turn the palms out again. We're going to just do that same thing on the other side. So on an inhale breath, again, float. As you float your arms up, because they're fairly heavy, you want to make sure that your shoulders are relaxed and you're not hiking your shoulders up. Yeah, good. And again, you can land in either cactus pose or arms up. And interlace your hands, steeple your pointer fingers, and gently reach your arms up as high as you can. Take a nice breath in, and as you exhale, press into your toes as you come over to the right. And inhale up, and gently float to the left. Good, good. And inhale up, and as you exhale, float your hands down into cactus. Step your left leg out to the side, if that's comfortable. Yeah, wherever it's comfortable for you. Good. Take a nice breath in, exhale it out. On an inhale breath, if it's comfortable for you to extend that left heel and reach your arms into that Y. Yeah, nice and slow. Take a nice breath in. And as you exhale, drop your left arm down towards the floor. As your right arm reaches a little bit higher up. Coming into triangle pose, seated. And again, this knee can be bent. And breathe. Good. Beautiful. Nice. And now inhale, slowly bring that left arm back up. And as you exhale, bend the elbows and slide that foot right again into bent. Yeah, goddess pose. Right, we're going to take the left palm and turn it back. And float your left hand onto your left thigh. So top of the hand or wrist, good. Then we're gonna reach the right arm up, turn the palm in, take a breath in, and as you exhale, press into your toes and gently reach up and over, right? Belly is gently tucked in, your toes are pressing into the floor. There should be zero discomfort in your back. You can even press into this left hand for leverage, good. And breathe into the side angle. Good. Nice work. And on an inhale breath, now press into your feet. Float your arms back up. Bring your hands again into cactus pose. One more time with the heart lifted. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, draw your left knee back in, hands back to heart. Good. Bring your hands down onto your lap. With your palms up and close your eyes. And now without using our hands, we're going to again just imagine the breath going in through your left nostril and out through your right. And in through the left nostril and out through the right. Nice and easy. One more. Hands relaxed, fingers soft. Just getting quiet a little. And then gently, when you're ready, floating the eyes open. Bringing the hands onto the lap. All right. So a really nice thing to practice. I hear this all the time from doctors and physical therapists and yoga therapists and all that. If squatting is the one thing that keeps our body healthy. It keeps our muscles strong, our ligaments stretched, our bone mass built, and our longevity from falling over, right? You know, trying to prevent that fall. Falling is one of the top reasons why older people end up in hospitals, right? So we want to prevent that as much as we can. So sitting and standing. You always have a chair, right? You're always sitting and standing all day long. So this is a little something to practice. So standing is a pose, an asana, right? What you want to remember is toes over nose over toes, and lead with the heart, right? So as we come forward to stand, we want to make sure that we're not just halfway here, that our nose is over our toes, right? Just slightly, not a lot, right? And we're going to stand by leading with pushing the heart forward. Good. All right. So as comfortable, and so we're going to do that in sort of a quick motion to stand, right? Okay. Making sure that you're not rounding your back, especially when you sit back down. We're going to do this a couple of times. Good. So leaning forward, nose over toes, lead with your chest, press into your feet and stand. Good. And now we're going to sit back down. Good. And if that's comfortable for you. So as you start to send your hips back, right, nose over toes, and try not to plop down. So you can grab your chair and sit down, however it's comfortable for you. If you have your back rounded and you plop your hips down, that can start to cause some fissure fractures in your spine, right? The plopping with your spine in a curved position forward. So we want to keep that spine nice and tall. So let's just try it one more time. We're gonna nose over toes, lead with your heart and your chin and stand. Good. And then exhale, send your hips back. Try to land your hips. Keep that spine straight. You can use your hands to sit back down. Good. Right. This time I'll let you keep standing. We'll just stay standing. Again, nose over toes, lead with the heart and stand. Yeah. And that's just something for you to practice. If you have a lot of pain in your knees or your body, it's all about a practice, right? So just trying to sit and stand, that helps automatically with that. So let's just move around. Let's slide your chair forward or out of the way, but let's just do a little moving and shaking. See how your body feels today. Yeah, hopefully I didn't torture you with sitting and standing. But again, it's just something really good to practice. Good. Move around. We can go side to side. Just move however it feels comfortable on your body today. Again, just bringing yourself to a class. And if you can go to my, YouTube channel and do it daily on my YouTube channel. Yeah, you can subscribe, and then it'll just pop up on your phone each day. Good. And wiggle it out. Wiggle out the toes, wiggle out the arms, move the arms up and out and up and out and down and come to relax. Good. All right. So we're going to interlace our hands here. Let's go finding mountain pose. Again, so important for osteoporotic spine and fall prevention is just posture, right? Notice, walk yourself in front of a full-length mirror, and if your body is head is forward, you're pulling all the muscles in your back and you're getting yourself off balance, right? So we want to tuck the belly in. You want to just roll the shoulders gently back, bring the palms forward, tuck your chin back just slightly so that the head's not jutting forward. And just practice that, just that alone. So healthy for our body. Yeah, any age, any person. Yeah. All right. So we're going to interlace our hands now. Lift our elbows up. We're going to press our palms forward. Good. So let the shoulders slide forward as you're pressing your palms forward. Good. And then we're going to slide the shoulders back, and we're going to lift the palms up towards the sky if that's available to you. Yeah. You can bend the elbows. What we want to do is try to get the upper arms about in line with our ears. And once here, maybe you straighten again. Good. Press down into your toes as you're reaching your hands up. You can also be in cactus pose, right? If this isn't. And then we're going to just lean over to the right and up and lean over to the left and up and lean over to the right and up and lean over to the left. Good, good, good. And up. Take a nice breath in, stretch up. As you exhale, stretch up as tall as you can. And then on your next exhale breath, bend the elbows, unlace your hands. And if it's available to you, just stretch your arms out into a T. If you need to take a break here for a little bit and just reach the arms back out, we're all going to meet into a T. You're going to lift your fingers up, press your hands into either side wall, knowing that you can almost picture your liver on the right side, right underneath your right rib cage and your gallbladder. Know that this is bringing some energy to kick on, right? It's helping that vagus nerve to say, okay, are you functioning, liver and gallbladder? Yeah, this is helpful for that. Good. And exhale. That's why it's so important to move the body daily, right? In all different ways. It doesn't have to be enormous. Yeah, and then kick it out. Good. All right, wiggle it out. All right, so we're going to come into a wider stance here. We're going to come into a little warrior two dance. Yes, warrior two dance. Get this moon energy going for us. Good. So we're going to lift our right toes up. Pivot on your right heel and drop your toes. Find your warrior two legs. Good. And just looking down at your feet, met that right heel in line with about the middle of the back foot. If your stance is feeling like you're going to fall over a little bit, you can shorten your stance. So just play around. At this point, we've been doing warrior two for a while, right? So play around and get yourself so feeling so stable here. Yes, good. And then we're going to take our right knee and we're going to soften it. So we want to draw that thigh back because we want the knee right above the heel. We don't want the knee to be caving in. It's not good alignment for that right knee. Yes, our nice little knees we want to take care of, whether we have a fake one or a real one. There's stuff going on all over the place around it. We're going to reach that left arm back and the right arm forward. Good. And take a big breath in. Press down into the outside of the left foot. As you exhale, tuck your tailbone forward a little bit. You'll feel more stability, right, in the lower body. Good. Now we're going to flip our palms up. Yes, nice stretch for the shoulders. Good. As you press down into your feet, you're going to straighten the right knee as you reach your arms out and stretch up as tall as you can. It should feel nice, so good for your spine. Turn your palms out and then soften that right knee again, reaching that right thigh back so the knee stays above the heel. Good. And then inhale, stretch up tall, straighten the knee. And exhale, and bend. Do that 2 more times. Just make this feel good. Inhale, stretch out, like reach out first and then up. And relax. And one more. Inhale, reach out and up. Give it your 100%. Even look up slightly. And exhale. Relax. Back to warrior 2. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, allow the hands to float down. Good. And then press into that right foot, straighten the right knee, lift the right toes up, and very slowly and gently pivot them in. And we're going to do a heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Back to hip distance apart. Find your mountain. Yes. Let's do a couple heel drops here. Keep the knees soft. Good. I was just watching a video last night and there was a woman who had had a knee replacement. Yeah. And was doing this osteoporosis workout. And one is, you know, she was like jumping up and landing right on her feet. And so this, that drop helps to build some bone. Yeah. Good. Making sure that you have alignment. Whenever you're doing those heel drops, make sure that you're not jutting forward with your head. Let's take another wide stance here. Let's find warrior 2 on the other side. So relax the knees, soften the knees, lift the left toes up and pivot on the heel. Yeah, good, and drop the toes. Check in with your alignment there, left heel and middle of the back right foot. Good. And again, stance. Are you feeling like wobbly? Maybe you shorten your stance. If you're feeling like, I could want more, maybe you widen your stance. Yeah, good. Find your legs, soften your right knee. That right thigh, the left thigh is pushing back. Left knee just bent slightly. Reach right arm back, left arm forward. Find your strong, beautiful warrior. Take a nice big breath in. On an exhale breath, see if you can relax your shoulders back and down. See if you can tuck your tailbone down and forward. Yeah, you'll feel I always feel a lot more stable when my tailbone's tucked forward a little bit. Good, and then flip the palms up. Feel that nice rotation all the way up your arm into your shoulders. Yeah, on an inhale breath, straighten the left knee, reach out and up. So the arms are really stretching out and up, and then reach down. So there's a little bit of tension in the arms. They're not just willy-nilly like a noodle. Yeah, good. And just do your little warrior 2 dance. Yes, good. Making sure that that left thigh's reaching back when you go to rebend that left knee, so that the knee is in good alignment. Let's do one more. Inhale, reach out and up, stretch up tall, even look up. And as you exhale, soften. Nice. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, allow the arms to just relax. Good. Start to straighten your knee. Keep that little bit of a soft bend in that left knee as you just float your left toes up slightly. Slowly pivot your left toes forward. Good. And then we're going to toe heel. Toe heel. Or you can step, step, step. You know that drill. And shake it out. Shake out any tension that may have built up there. Good. All right, and for this, we're gonna maybe, if you need your chair or something to just hold on to is nice to have right there. Good. A little bit of strength and balance. Good. So simple, right? We're gonna do figure eights with our legs, our feet, our knees, and our hips. Yes. So finding that nice tall spine. Good. And then bending the right knee, the outside knee here. Engaging this left knee. So lift it up so you feel that thigh and that hamstring and your glutes engage. Good. Hand can be on hip here. Lifting the right foot up a little bit if you can, and just making little figure eights with your right toe. Side to side. Yeah. If you want more of a challenge, you can bring both hands onto your hips. That's a lot more challenge as you're doing your figure eights. Good. Just moving the ankle side to side. And relax. Shake it out. And now we're going to do some figure eights with our knee. Yes. So again, nice tall spine. And try to keep the spine upright. Tendency is to lean in this way, you know. Try to keep the spine nice and tall. You can hold on to the chair. One hand on your hip. You can pull down a little bit on your hip. That'll keep you from doing that. Yes. Bending, again, the right knee. Nice tall spine. Look up, even lift your chin up slightly. Lift that right knee up just a little bit, and you can just move it side to side as if you're making a figure eight with your knee. And again, if you want more of a challenge, you can have both hands on the hips. As it's going side to side, belly's tucked in, pressing down into that standing foot with your toes. And good. And relax. Wiggle it out. All right, we're gonna step just to the back of your chair here. Yeah, good. Bring your legs out a little bit wider. Good. And now we're gonna do a figure eight with our hips. So pressing your belly forward and out to one side and back. And belly forward and up and back. So again, imagining the pelvic floor doing this figure eight. Yeah, belly forward to the left, hip back, belly forward to the right, hip back. Good, one more, forward to the left. So we're isolating, yes, this stretch, and come back to center. Good. All right, so now we're going to come to the other side of the chair, and we're going to do our little figure eights on this side. Okay. So again, nice tall spine. It makes all the difference in the world. If we have slumped forward and the body is not nice and stable, this can get to be really challenging. Yes, and not good for this, our posture and our spine. Good. So engage the standing right knee now. Bend the left knee or the outside knee, wherever you are. Hand on the hip, and it's drawing the hip down just a little bit. Good. And if it's available, lifting that left toe up, and now just envisioning a figure eight. Nice and slow with that left foot. And again, if you're wanting more of a challenge, both hands on hips. Yes. Good. All right. And relax. Good. And wiggle it out. Notice if there was any difference, any more of a challenge on the other side or this side. Yeah. Good. And again, now come to a nice tall spine, good posture. Right? Lifting the heart. That alone will help us to keep our body upright. Yeah. All right. And be able to catch ourselves when we trip over a rug or whatever. I mean, if you have little area rugs in your house, they're a big, or cords, just do an inventory every now and then, because that's where we tend to trip, right? Is on little area rugs or cords. Or if you have a cute little dog or cat. All right, now we're going to do the knee. So again, most weight into the standing leg, bending the left knee, tall spine, squeeze your left glute muscle, yes, and lift the knee if you can, and go side to side. If lifting the leg up is not good for you, you can just keep the toe on the floor and just rotate the knee side to side. If you're up here, just make an intention to make a figure 8 in the air with that knee. Yeah, good. When we start out, we're like, okay, this is pretty easy. Again, if you want to challenge yourself, so doing more rotations is where the challenge comes in. Bringing both hands on your hips is also where the challenge can come in. Yeah, and one more. We've got this, we've got it. And relax. Good. And shake it out. All right. We're going to make our way back to the back of our chair here. Good. Let's do another round of figure 8s. We're going to go over to start on the other side, the opposite side. Yeah. Soften the knees, legs a little wide apart. Bring your belly forward and over to the right. Reach the hip back and center, and belly forward and over to the left and back. All right. Just make your figure 8s with your pelvic floor. They can be teeny tiny. They can be a little bit bigger. Good. And one more. Just getting some nice stretching and strengthening in those hip joints. Yes, and relax. All right. Keeping yourself behind your chair here, holding onto the chair. Good. We're going to just do some side kicks, which is also really good strengthening for the lower body. The tendency here when we kick out to the side is we bring our body out to the side. We want to keep our body as straight as possible and not kick out as far, right? Yes, because we want to challenge ourselves by just keeping this body nice and straight. All right, so bring your feet to hip distance apart. Good. And we're going to rock the weight a little bit into this left leg. And then we're going to lift the right toe up and start to kick out. So you're squeezing your glute muscle here, kicking out with that toe really lifting. And just go in and out, out, good, and out. Good. If you feel like you want to challenge yourself, you can bring one hand onto your hip, maybe that left hand. Ooh, and maybe the right hand. That's a super challenge. I can't do that. Good. And 2 more here. Really lifting the toe and leading with the right heel as you're kicking out. Good. And relax. Ooh. Do a little wiggle with the hips. Yeah. All right. All right. Bringing hands. We're going to just do the other side now. So yeah, instead of not pointing the toe out, but we want to be lifting the toe and kicking with the side of the foot. And let's keep a nice straight spine. Good. And then rock most of your weight now into this right leg. And then leading with the heel, kick out. Again, that upper body is staying straight up. You're squeezing your glute to lift that leg. Good. You can go to one hand, right? Maybe that right hand on your hip. Good. Then body stays straight, not moving the body over to the right. Good. One more and relax. Good. That's really good strengthening for these big glute muscles behind us. Yeah. Wiggle it out. Nice work, everybody. All right. So you can keep your chair here. So downward facing dog might feel really nice after all of that. And it's a little bit of a forward fold. So we're going to bring our hands onto the chair, or our palms. We can start with our palms, just gently touching. And we start to walk back. Hands out always can be on a table as well, if that's more available. Good. And keep walking back now. Yeah, the low back might feel a little tight. Here, let's bend the knees. That'll soften that. Relax your head between your arms. Good. And then stretch your hips back, like you want to stamp your glutes on the back wall. As you're reaching your fingers forward, reaching your hips back, and breathe. Again, the spine is not rounded, right? So maybe you won't go as far, but keep the top of your head reaching forward and the spine straight, not rounding the back. If you want a little more of a hamstring stretch, we stretched it earlier, but you can straighten your knees a little bit to see if you can feel more of a stretch in that back, hamstring, calf, and your Achilles. And breathe. Find a way for this to feel like a nice stretch with a nice long spine. Again, top of the head and not drop down. Top of the head's reaching forward. Hips reaching gently back. You're in an L shape, not a C shape. And on the exhale breath, soften the knees, bend them a little bit, right? And then start to just gently walk, one little step at a time. Keep your head down as you bring yourself back to the right, to the back of your chair here, and relax. Ooh, wiggle it out. Nice work, everybody. All right, we're gonna make our way back to our chair. So again, we want to not flop. You want to avoid flopping at all costs when you're sitting down, right? We're going to try to use all of our muscles that we just stretched here. So actually, let's start with it. Let's have a pretend like there's a big long bar behind you and you're holding onto the bar right next to your ears here. Yeah. And this will help us to keep our chest from collapsing forward. Good. Feet about hip distance apart. Good. Let's take a breath in, and on an exhale breath, keeping the spine tall, send your hips back and just go down as far as you can. That's comfortable on your knees. And then press into your feet and come back up, right? So arms are behind you. They're not forward here. They're stretching your shoulders back. And again, sit, hips back like you're looking for the seat of your chair, and come up. Good. And let's do that one more time. Sit back. Good. And now you can release your hands and bring your hands to sit back a little bit further. Press into your toes. Yes. And land your hands onto your chair, and nice and gently. Yeah. It's amazing how when you have osteoporosis in your spine, if you plop down with your spine rounded, that's what it tends to create, those little fractures in the spine. So sitting and standing is an important thing to practice. Yes. Okay, we're gonna come to let's just come to wide legs here. Good. All right. And let's lift our heart, nice big breath in, look up, and as you exhale, again, press your belly forward as you hinge forward, like we did with our hamstring stretch. Now see if you can bring one elbow onto your thighs and the other elbow onto your thighs. Your hands are just hanging down, right? And if you feel like your legs are too wide, slowly come back up with a straight spine. And then just shorten your stance a little bit. Yeah. We want to end up with a straight spine with our elbows just resting on our thighs. Good. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, look towards the floor. Good. And keeping a straight spine here. Good. And now on your next exhale breath, if it feels okay, you can relax your heavy head and let it just hang down. I don't know your body, but if you can safely bring your fingers to the floor, that's an option. I won't do that. I have an osteoporotic spine, so I don't want to round my back. Yeah. So this is an inversion no matter what, right? And if having your head hanging down is not comfortable, you can lift it up till it is. Yeah. And breathe. Getting some, again, a little bit of a face lift, getting some blood flow into your face, and you're getting some blood flow maybe into your brain as well, top of your head. Good. All right, when you're ready, if your fingers are on the floor, bring your elbows one at a time back to your thighs. And And now we're going to bring one hand onto our thigh and the other hand onto our thigh, our head still down. And we're gonna press into our hands and our feet slowly, again, with a nice straight spine. Slowly bring the body straight back up. Head comes up last. Good, and relax, roll out the shoulders. Again, we're going to heel toe our feet back to hip distance apart. And it is time for Shavasana. All right, our rest. Nice work, everybody. So you can either lay down in your Shavasana or sit. If you're sitting, you want to have your hips all the way to the very back of your chair. Before we go into Shavasana, we're gonna end the way we started. So we're gonna relax your arms down. You're gonna press into your feet and reach your arms out enough. If you already laid down, just go ahead and do that. And bring your arms up above your head, good. And then you're gonna, if you can, if it's available, rest your back onto your chair. Look up and reach your arms back. And again, close your eyes here and just imagine yourself. We're all just part of this universe. We're part of this full moon energy. And so just allow yourself to become part of the whole. Yeah. And then inhale, slowly bring the head back up, slowly bring your hands onto the lap. If having your back resting on your chair feels comfortable, then just stay there. Bring the palms up and relax the body and close the eyes. Now, good. Let's take a nice big breath in and breathe out. Another big breath in and breathe out. Feel your body from head to toe starting to relax. That's in the whole body now. Just feeling the face soften, little smile on the face. And your jaw relax. Feeling your shoulders relax. Feeling your heart relax. Feeling your hips soft. Your thighs and your hamstrings soft. Your arms and your hands relaxed. Your lower legs and your feet. Allow the body to completely relax. Take a gentle breath in and let it go. Feel the whole body relax. Whole body's relaxed. Allow all the noises around you to happen. Be in harmony with everything going on around you. Just allow it to be. Your awareness to any thoughts, good or bad, and just allow them to come and go. And simply let go of all of your efforts for one more minute. Relax. Feel free to remain here for as long as you'd like. In this time of the full moon, to sit and relax and reflect. You choose to come back now into this time and space. Bring your awareness to how you feel. Take a little bit deeper breath in and let go. And find your toes and your fingers and start to move them gently. Moving the body, maybe swaying. Coming back to center. Noticing if you feel lighter, more relaxed. And bringing your hands into prayer position, eyes still closed. Rest your hands onto your heart in gratitude that you came and took care of yourself today. Let's take a nice big deep breath in, fill the lungs. And then as you exhale, just relax your forehead to your fingertips. Allow the shoulders to just reach back gently. And we'll close practice today with this. Walk like a cloud while having the gentle sense that everyone and everything belongs to you. And when you're feeling ready and complete at your own pace, gently begin to softly open the eyes, little at a time, as you lift your head. And I thank you all for coming and taking care of yourself today and having a good sense of this beautiful energy that we live in, this beautiful universe. Have a lovely rest of your day. We'll see you later this week or next week. Namaste. And then there's meditation tomorrow if you'd like to come.